and their kids, they're going to be building the pyramids back and all of that, man. That's happening.
Yeah.
And us coming back, reincarnating back, and
Right.
for the people who know. And at that moment when this avatar is expiring, you don't get scared and you just know how to expire your avatar, because it teaches you that in the Emerald Tablets also.
That's right.
It tells you how to die. It tells you how to let your avatar just go, and it tells you what you do. It tells you the whole thing. It tells you don't fight it. It tells you don't tense up. It tells you how to do it. It tells you think, center yourself, then think of your lower half, then think of your top half, and then let it go, and then you will remember. When you're that process, when you do that, then that will facilitate you remembering.
Yeah. Retaining
for your next life. But people, how many people knew that?
Not many. Not many. Well, this time in day, I guess people are kind of getting it. But
read
this ain't
the tablets,
something,
man.
Yeah, I get you. Oh, hey, you pointed, I went, and man, it's amazing.
You need to read them. You have to read them over 100 times.
Yeah, over and over again.
You're gonna read them. When you read them, you're gonna get something different out of them every time. Literally, not in the way you would this. Like if you were reading this. No. It will literally read a whole different way. It will literally give you a completely different understanding. I mean, completely different.
Now, are these things that you read, now, when you read that, and it hits you at different times you read it, are those different parts of you that catches it, and these things come together collectively to make it one whole information?
Well, yeah, when that happens, when you read it 100 times, then it becomes you, kind of. It becomes who you are. It tells you what happens when you come up to the halls of Amenti, right? And you come there. There's going to be beings there. It talks to you about it. There's beings there, and you're going to ask them. It says you tell them to let you through and give you the knowledge, because you're going to the halls of Amenti is where the knowledge is. Knowledge is where you become the light. See what I'm saying? You're not trying to get to they call heaven, what they call heaven today. Knowledge is that, but only certain knowledge, not just this knowledge. The sacred knowledge.
I get you.
The sacred geometry knowledge. Now, when you get there, it tells you it's going. This is not when you die. It's talking about when you astral project, and this is what they were doing. They're talking about what you do when you get on top of the pyramid. You astral project there. You're going to be at the halls of Amenti. You're going to have beings there. There's going to be beings there. He tells you to tell them that you are the light, and that you are here for the knowledge. And he says they'll tell you no.
Let me ask you a question. And this
let me finish because I don't want to give them half the truth. It says they will tell you no, and it says for you to say to them, I am the light.
Okay.
You will give me the knowledge, and they will give you the knowledge if you're supposed to have it. If you're not supposed to have these things, you will not come anywhere close to any of that. And if you try to use any of the sacred magical spell words, like I don't want to say all of them, but I know some of them.
I get you.
If you try to use these words, like when you try to call Thoth, right? You can call Thoth. People don't know that, but you can call Thoth.
Okay.
But if you ain't the person supposed to be calling Thoth, everything in your life will crumble. And it says that. It literally says that in the Emerald Tablets. If you just doing it just to see if you can do it, you're in a lot of trouble. This ain't something to be played with.
Or extremely limited. Now let me give you what I've done. And I'm asking you because I know you know. I know you know. I ain't gotta believe you. I know. What I did, I removed the word belief out my vocabulary completely. I want to get more into the knowing, and I accepted the fact that there are certain things I am not going to know. So I asked,
why you accept that? Why did you accept that? Why?
Because it leaves room. It leaves room for me to know what I don't know. Because when you believe, it takes out because most people believe, and they turn that into knowing. They turn that belief into knowing, like I believe in Chris and Santa Claus. You turn that belief into fact. So I removed that whole thing of belief. And now I want to get into the knowing. But for me to get to...
Well, here's the difference, though. Belief is somewhere you stand still. If you believe, then you hope and you pray and then all of these things. The knowledge, the sacred knowledge, is a path. It's a path. So when you walk the path, you're going to... Every step is its own step. It's its own journey, and it's a world inside of a world. See what I'm saying? So, it doesn't. Don't accept that you won't know everything. That's not what you, because then you can never become the light. How can you ever become the light?
No, what I'm saying is
that's what they have to accept, that they won't ever know everything, because they won't. They don't have the sequence to know it.
I rephrase that. What people make belief, they turn that into knowing. I removed the fact of belief so I can know more.
Sure.
So what I did, I removed the word belief so I can make more room for the knowing. And since I've done that, I just know things without knowing why I know things. But I do know that I know these things because I removed that belief. See, people that don't look for the truth, they don't look for it because they believe they already know the truth. I removed that so I can make room for what I don't know, so I can get the knowing. Does that make sense?
Yes. Soon we'll know a lot more. You know, my people are helping me out and helping me with getting funding from other
what can I
sources.
do?
You can help in any way you can help. You help me, man. That information, if whatever you can do, it's fine. But I only said that to say, then when I have this funding and I have a lot more time and I'm not worried about this middle class life we have to live and all of these things, then I can just go to the pyramids. I can go to these things. I can just focus on doing those things. And then we'll have our consciousness back. We're right now, we're just doing spoon feeding right now, just because it's very there's so much. Like I said, we're talking about a time before the sun even rose all the way above the horizon, y'all.
Great.
We're talking about millions and millions of years. The forest, I told you, we created the forest. Now that we know that, I could go to these forests and I can see what's the mature trees and what isn't the mature trees. I can go and find things that they just don't have they have no Akashic record to. They don't know. They can never get on top of one of these pyramids. That's why they say that there's spaceships under the pyramid, because they're very primitive people. Yeah. They don't know anything. They don't know that the pyramid is a spaceship. It really is a spaceship.
Right. Or at least a teleport or a teleport station.
They can't use it.
Right. They know that.
They don't have melanin. That's why the
know that. Yeah,
that's why the Anubis, right? The Anubis is a black dog, is a melanated dog. Right. Not the black jackal that has fur in Africa. The Anubis, the Mexican dog, the native Mexican dog. The name escapes me, but it's really hard to say. But the Anubis is melanated, and it's a space. It can go to space.
Right.
It can go to space spiritually. It has a pineal gland. It can go to space.
That's that astro traveling situation, right?
That's astro travel.
There you go.
This is absolutely possible. These are not things. They have taken the knowledge of these things off planet because they're European DNA 6 DNA sequence. Who, if they sat on top of a pyramid, all they would hear is electrostatic.
It might burn them.
That's all they'd hear, because they cannot do anything. They're really not natural to the planet.
Yeah, I feel you when you say that. You know what I'm saying? I've been on this path for a while, and you gave me validation on a lot of things I felt, but it's hard to come across a person that speaks it and then know what they're talking about with receipts. Receipts. So you know, you one of them people that did that. Like, I hear you talking. You know what I'm saying? I kind of, I hear you, but when I came to your stuff, which I have been going for the past 2 months, like, man, dude just not talking. He's showing you. Now, if he show you and you choose not to investigate, then that's on you. I'm one of them guys that I'm going to go check it out. And you ain't lied. Yeah. You ain't lied yet.
And that's why I do look. That's why when I do my videos, I always hold back a couple receipts.
You do.
Just in case I get somebody on there.
You do.
They bite down on that thing
You do.
more than I
You do. You do, and you burn them when they do. Oh, it's like, oh, you do. I saw a few of them. Like, okay. Oh, here we go.
I love it.
And it sounds like they know. It sounds like they know what they're talking about. And then here you go. Oh, that's your statement. Oh, and you start showing them. Oh, so I've been watching for a while. I'm like, oh yeah, you walked into that. You walked right into that.
I appreciate that.
But don't get discouraged, brother. I mean, you walked into that. So, but now it's time to learn. Put all that emotion to the side and accept what you're about to see, and then go and do your own research, and then you can correct yourself. You can correct yourself. That's it. It's not calling you out.
And move, and this is what's important. Now, when you get that information, you can move properly.
Yeah, you can move properly.
You can move properly now. Now you don't feel the weight of
uncertainty,
of not knowing, because that's a stress. It's a stress when you don't know this. You just gotta believe is a very stressful place, because your questions will never get answered. And everybody, I don't care what religion you are, you have questions, but it's a fail-safe built into the religions. It's baked into the religions where they say you can't question God, and that's their out. But you don't realize that you questioning it is your light being. So it is God questioning them.
Yeah. Or God works in mysterious ways. No, you don't. You making it mysterious. For those that don't know, you make it mysterious. It ain't to me. It might be to you, but it ain't to me. So I use that.
Mysterious.
It ain't mysterious.
You right on time.
You making it mysterious, not to me. Know what I'm saying? So, that's a whole. But listen, it's a pleasure and an honor.
Oh man, I appreciate you, man. Hey, I appreciate you being part of the consciousness, man. I really do. Like, it ain't you're no different than me. I'm just a beacon, the modern day thoth, if you want to, if for lack of a better word, the modern day thoth. So we evolved into these things, and here's my avatar now, and we're gonna get back to it. We're getting back at it, baby.
I call it the beacon. That's what I call it. The beacon, bro. That. No. There's it. The beacon. The beacon.
I appreciate that, and I'm coming. I am coming, and I am after the consciousness. No, I ain't after no money.
You ain't coming.
No money.
You ain't coming. You ain't coming. You are already here. Now, if they don't see it, that's on them. But you ain't coming, bro. You've been here. But it takes very few people to see it. I see the beacon.
I appreciate it, man. You are too. Yes, you are. You are me, and I am you.
That's that. And for those that don't see it, then maybe you'll see it in 1,000 years from now. And that's your time. That's your time.
That's right.
And that's cool. If you plant seeds, it grow. It might grow in 2 years. It might grow in 20. But as long as we plant those seeds, that's up to them to grow it. All we can do is plant it.
Wow.
That's it.
Wow, that is like, you can't say it any better than that. It's the same thing as when you know where that saying comes from. That's amazing, because look, I'm gonna show you right now, because I was doing the joint earlier. Look, that comes from when you planting the seed, right? When you planting the seed, right? It's like when we planted the forests.
Right. See, I've never seen this before. We
planted the forest too. I only got 4 more. Look, we got like probably 10 more minutes. I got.
Man, tap those screens, people. Tap those screens, bro.
I got 4 percentage on my phone, and it's like dying quick on me. But as you can see here.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
The nursery, you can see right here we planted the forest, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah, we planted them. They didn't just spring up. We planted the forest. You can see right here. The home garden started off right here. Home garden, that's where we cultivated and did our thing right here. Then we brought it down to the plant nursery right here, right? Then when we did that, now this is the Maya planting Milpa system. It comes from Milpa. Milpa meaning the 3 sisters right here.
Okay.
Meaning,
I've seen that.
Milpa means rows of maize, basically, right? Maize. This is the Milpa system. The maize is on the top, and we had the beans here and the squash here, which made a the three sisters. Supportive, the vibration of the three sisters. They love each other. These plants love each other. So when you're planting at home, you want to get yourself the corn, the squash, and the bean because they love each other. This right here gives a very healthy vibration to the ground, to the soil. So not only does it support each other, but it makes the soil even more healthy.
Right, to grow more. I seen that. You right. That's like I just seen that on the post you just made. I'm like, and I do landscaping, but that made more sense to me as a person that does landscaping. It's a physical thing that means like everything. But if your phone dies, man, every time you go on live, I'll be there, like Michael Jackson said.
I appreciate it, man. I try to make them as fun as possible. I try to make them interactive as possible. So they just, they're fun. But this information is fun to learn, really. It's not like learning the information in school because it's like it really resonates with you, man. This is like some incredible thing. This is not incredible. I don't like the word incredible. That means not credible. This is amazing. This is amazing.
Amazing.
It shows right here, the home garden. Can you mute yourself real quick for me, please?
Yes, sir.
We got the background noise. I appreciate you. All right, so we got the home garden. Then we have the plant nursery. See, they home garden right here. Then we have the plant nursery. Then they brought them once they were old enough to be part of the planting system because we know that trees speak to each other. They have a network. Like some of the shortest roots of a tree come from the redwood tree, right? The redwood tree, which is native, and I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Well, you can see right here, right? But the redwood tree has very shallow roots, right? But they're very big trees. They're huge trees, right? So you say, how could a tree that big stay upright? And it's because of the other trees. When the redwood, the root system is connected, literally intertwined with the other redwoods. It's literally a conscious system. What I'm trying to do with you, I'm trying to connect our consciousness. We are disconnected like that. Now we only grow maize, right? Because we don't care about the vibration. You've never seen the Milpa system and no corns of maize. I appreciate that. You've never seen none of that, right? I got 2%, y'all. So the little trees, right? When the little trees are born and they're coming up, right? The big trees grab them and hold them and feed them and give good energy to them and talk to them and birth them up to be big dogs because that's what's going to hold them up. Just like we're supposed to do with our children, you see? So this is what's important. We don't do this anymore because we are led by a 6 DNA sequence. And it's, you see where it has taken us on this planet today. I appreciate everybody coming into the live today. I hope you got something out of this live stream, and I'm just getting warmed up.
Yeah, you is. And maybe we can build on how to raise the conscious. I have that technique. It's very, very powerful, bro. And it's crazy how the Ku Klux Klan took our hat from raising the conscious. And we'll get into that for sure, bro. Definitely we'll get into it. Me and you, man.
We're gonna talk about that. That's a really cool subject too, because that goes to when they were like wrapping the head, and it was a triangle head at one point. The Mayans and the Aztecs would wrap the head at birth, and then the head would turn into a cone, and you've seen some of it in the Mayan Jones. But what that would do would push the brain back, and it would make the pineal gland stand out in the head. See what I'm saying? And it would give you a higher. You get straight better connection. So that's why they did things like that. But I got 1%. And as always, man, peace to the gods and the goddesses of our beautiful universe.
Hotep, brother.
And it's so like shocking to hear that's how she thinks now.
One of the
Potato Head, send your request in.
She's very slow. I'm sorry.
One of the only downsides of being one of the most famous countries.
Don't drop Denisha. They're gonna call you, bro. Remember?
Huh?
They're probably gonna call me misogynistic for saying she like Mr. Potato Head. So I apologize. I shouldn't have called you Mr. Potato Head. I'm sorry.
Here's my thing. Here's my question. Did you call her? Yeah, I was about to say. Unless you called her Mrs. Potato Head solely because she's a woman, that's when it would be misogynistic. If you called her Mrs. Potato Head because she looks like a potato, that's a different conversation.
She's saying she's banned from being a guest.
That's a lie.
Sucks.
She was just a guest.
She should have been talking.
She got knocked down. Girl, why are you lying?
She should have been talking shit.
Why are you lying? You know what? I'm sorry. What I want to say is, as a Nigerian, one of the only downsides of being born in one of like the most famous African countries, right, is the fact that every single time anyone has a problem with Africa whatsoever or wants to claim African status, it's always Nigeria. That's why somehow everybody is 2% Nigerian, which is insane to me. And then like whenever you have a problem with Africa, it's the Nigerians. Leave us alone.
It won't let me invite you. It won't let me invite you.
So she really is banned. She really is banned.
She really is banned. Okay. Do you have a backup?
Hey, I'll give you my content.
Somebody